alien encounters and UFOs, known as UAPs these days, was always dismissed as fringe and fake, but now they're at the top of many minds, and a popular podcast about the topic is going on tour with a stop in Toronto tonight. It's called It's Probably Nothing, and we say, I come in peace to Chris Ramsay and Chrissy Newton. Good morning.
Good morning.
Look at that. We got the lights down for you and everything. I was waiting for the X-Files music.
Exactly.
No X-Files music. It was John Fogerty, CCR, whoever that was.
It's a great choice.
But welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's talk all about the show, what people can expect who are arriving there, and what got you into this world to begin with.
Sure, yeah. I'm a magician by trade, 20 years under my belt, and very skeptical of this stuff. And since I was a kid, I was very interested in the mysterious. But up until about 2 years ago, I wasn't really invested. And then I just kind of went hard on this topic as it started surfacing into the mainstream a little bit more. And started a podcast called Area 52. Blew up, became a huge success. Obviously, a lot of people are interested in this stuff as well. So,
okay, Chrissy, before I get to you, though, as a magician, you deal with deception and illusion all the time. So being now in this world of UFO and alien, it's like, was there something that really hit you to make you think, yeah, this stuff could be real?
There are many things. There's actually a ton of documentation on this stuff going back into classified files, but also just witness testimony. There's great documentaries out there. A friend of mine, James Fox, has a documentary called Moment of Contact, which is about a crash that happened in '96 in a town called Varginha, Brazil. And even the former defense minister of Brazil acknowledges that a crash did happen there. From a UFO.
So, a UFO.
Yeah, it's interesting stuff if you start looking into it.
Oh, yes. Chrissy, what about you?
Oh, gosh, how I got into this topic?
Yeah,
I've been into the topic since I was a little girl, like Chris as well. Well, little boy. And my dad had a UFO sighting. So when I was 6 years old, he showed me the negative of this. And I remember looking at it and being like, I was in awe, and it like lit up everything inside of me.
Oh, yeah. And as a 6-year-old seeing something that your father had witnessed, you would be like right into it.
And it was really not talked about. There was so much scrutiny around UFOs. It was taboo that you don't talk about it. And so my dad would be like, don't talk about this in the public because people will think you're crazy. And so we'd sit around the table and my dad would tell his experience, and it was north of Pembroke with about 5 other people driving up just off one of the highways in the middle of the night, and he sees this UFO in the distance and they start to chase it, and which is wild, right?
Yes.
And so they end up getting closer to it, and the short of this is that they end up getting out. My dad takes a picture of it, but then he also flashes his high beams at it and it flashes back. So we're seeing like intelligent communication, right?
Was it on the surface where your
That's a great question.
Driving,
yeah, and so it was, well, in the picture you can see perspective. So you see the street, and then you see tail lights, and then you see a highway light, and then it's just above the highway light. So it's really close.
Yes.
My dad said it was, very small, like little kids could fit into it. But when he took the picture, he showed that to me, and it just, it lit up everything inside of me. And I think the most wild part of the story, though, is that this is so random to say. As Canadians, we obviously don't like guns, but my dad, they were hunting, and they ended up taking out a rifle. And so not to shoot at it, but to take a better look through the scope. And once they did that, the UFO must have thought this is a warning or I'm going to get shot, and they watched it instantly accelerate. And so within UAP, we see that there's like these 5 observables that the Pentagon has put forward about UFOs, and instant acceleration is one of them out of the other 4 of them. But it's an unbelievable story, and that's what locked me in as a little girl.
Yeah, the U.S. government is starting to release more and more of these files that were kept secret for years, right? This is helping us understand more of this world and making us believers, I guess. Yeah,
it definitely is creating a sort of broader conversation in this space, especially with what they call tranches. We're now on the second tranche, is a new buzzword they're using. But now we have another push with these declassified files, military video taken from like drones that are in very sensitive areas, as they're shown on the screen right now. And these things are flying extremely fast. They're making, 90-degree angled turns. and they're outmaneuvering a lot of the sort of military capability that we have. And so that's, yeah, definitely throwing up some flags.
A couple minutes to go, guys. People show up tonight. What can they expect? What's going to be happening at the show?
So it's at the Royal. If you want tickets, it's probably nothing.com. A few tickets left, but we're welcoming David Foley, Canadian legend, comedian, actor. He's also into this stuff, had his own podcast about the UFO stuff as well, had his own sighting. And so Chrissy and I are going to be welcoming him, as well as a few other surprises for the audience that we won't give away just yet.
Right on. And people that are still scoffing about, nah, this isn't real. What do you say to those people watching?
I say that's fine. It's good to have scrutiny. It's good to be skeptical. I'm a skeptical person naturally, but also let's just talk about it without deciding something. Let's just have a conversation, have some laughs, have a good time, and get philosophical, get weird, and you know, and sort of encourage your mind to expand a little bit more. And that's it.
And you're taking this on tour, right? This show of yours?
Chris is taking on tour.
Yeah, that's right. We got a bunch of dates through North America. And we'll be traveling all these theaters, bringing guests to people.
I love it. I wish we had more time. I love this. It's a fascinating topic.
Well, come tonight.
Come tonight.
Come
you
tonight.
Should.
Everybody, come tonight.
Yeah, that's right. There's time in between 2 World Cup games tonight.
100%. Yeah, so you can just fit it in. Yeah, like soccer UFOs. Perfect.
Thank you so much, Chris. Thanks a lot for coming this morning.
Thanks for having us.
Tim,